set the boxing club Fight for Peace up here 10 years ago, and we've seen champions come through, fighters come through. There's amazing amounts of talent in this community, as in any favela in Rio and around Brazil and in poor communities around the world. And a lot of the time, the way that people look at favelas and communities like this, it's all about the violence. And we've got this other story that's going on and has been going on for 10 years that I wanted to tell too. Clothing was a good way of doing that because it's related to the fight side of Fight for Peace in terms of the boxers and the wrestlers and so on, and all the other types of the other disciplines.
A Luta pela Paz, pra mim, é uma casa, né? Uma família que tá evoluindo muito, crescendo bastante. Até que estamos fazendo essa marca aí que, se Deus quiser, vai surgir, né? Vai surgir efeito aí, vai vender bastante. E poder ajudar, né? A comunidade, não só o Complexo da Maré, mas toda outra comunidade que necessita de um projeto assim verdadeiro. Esse é o Luta pela Paz, é uma família que está trazendo resultado.
The film was about, Roberto is a young man, he's 23 now, he's on the Brazilian boxing team, he's boxed all over the world, and he's now, on his way, we hope, to London 2012. He was a skinny little kid with not much coordination in the beginning, and he'd had a really hard life. He'd lost his father from gun violence, and he had a lot of challenges growing up in this community here in Marais. And I wanted to tell his story as a way of telling the brand story, because in a way, Roberto is the embodiment of what LUTA is all about. It's the fighter that never ever quits.
It's a hero story, but it's based on genuine material. It's the real article, genuine article.
Ele é uma pessoa carismática e tem um futuro brilhante pela frente, né?
Ele é maneiro, ele é engraçado.
É uma importância muito grande. Ele é um espelho para a nossa comunidade.
Tá legal a filmagem, tá bonita, porque o Roberto, ele é bonito e ele tem que lutar mesmo pra ele ganhar dinheiro na passada.
Fala o que você tá achando da gravação, você tá gostando? Tá gostando não?
Claro que eu tô gostando.
Tá gostando? Você tá gostando de ser eu quando era pequeno?
Tô.
Neither Sugar nor Roberto had done any acting before, but we trusted in them and they trusted in us. And the performances they've given have been amazing. I've just made a series of short films for the Guardian website about the community of Marais. And it's great to have the opportunity to come here again to tell one of the many amazing inspirational stories and show once again the positive side of the community.
And I was really blown away by that, how welcoming people were and how helpful people were and how people wanted to get involved, But they're just trying to get on with their lives, but they're living with a reality every day that's a brutal reality.
Todo mundo pro outro lado.
Eu ainda ia falar com ele ali, pô, tira é alto, dá pra ouvir de longe, mas isso aqui tá muito perto, eu ia falar com ele. Eu falei, isso aí tá muito perto, né? E depois de a porrada comendo aqui, a bala comendo lá, mano. Aqui é assim. E fala pra ele.
I'm used to making commercials for big corporate companies. It's not often you get the opportunity to make something that's for a genuinely good cause. It's so nice to do a job where, you know, we didn't go to an advertising agency, we did it ourselves, and everyone is just devoted to a project, and I think it's been an extraordinary team effort.
You know, it was a real pleasure and honour to work with Sebastian and Matthias and Ben. Just to have a sort of load of old friends working together on something that means to all of us, I think, quite a lot was fun.
Fuck me. No more steps, please.
Eu tô acordando cedo demais, dormindo tarde. Isso não é vida não.
I think we've slept about a total of 6 hours in the last three or 4 days.
As you can tell, I've lost my voice. Very hungry.
Yeah, I feel like I've given a piece of myself, you know.
This is my Brazilian family now.
Todo mundo que está precisando lutar pela paz está representado bem.
Nossa comunidade é cheia de talentos, mas as oportunidades são poucas. Tenho muita fé que vai dar certo e que o Luta pela Paz vai ter muito retorno através dessa marca.
LUTA clothing, born of real strength. Inspiring, man.
Wicked.
Great, man. Great direction.
Really
Cheers. Brilliant, brilliant. No, man, I'm really proud of you, man. Really, really inspiring, man.
So LUTA's from here, but even though it was born in this community, it's representative of communities and young people coming through, fighters coming through in communities around the world like this. So Made is almost like a reference point for that. And it's about saying to the whole gangster cultures that it's fake, it's not real. And what's real is that kind of strength where you never quit. That's real strength. And I think that's what the brand represents, and I think that's what the film is going to be, the beginning of telling that story.
Deixa brilhar, que a do gueto vai chegar. Deixa brilhar, e a vibe vai rolar.
She's beating up my troll.
Levanta aí.
E basta um motivo, sonho, uma razão. Algo real e concreto e não uma ficção que ilumine sempre a nossa caminhada. Que mostre um pouco de luz nessa longa jornada. Uma referência, um exemplo, um chão. Algo especial que motive e dê inspiração. Às vezes um brilho que reflete aí parece quase nunca chegar por aqui. Nossa energia, ofuscando e inibindo nossa alegria. Haja o que houver, nossa voz vai ecoar. Não penso em desistir, não ouso me calar. Então, deixa brilhar, que a do gueto vai chegar.